Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called How to Deal with a Psychotic Boss. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe, like, comment, and follow us. It's free. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up. So make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. We also ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help spread the word. Now, let's get started. We're hearing from a lot of people who are being treated terribly by their psychotic bosses. What's interesting is all the ways that these sleazy, crazy, and psychotic bosses are treating their employees. So we thought it would be interesting to tell some of these stories and what these people did to try and cope with their work lives being so insufferable, so intolerable, so painful. Now, for all the obvious reasons, we're going to change the names of these people to protect their privacy. The first story we're going to tell you about is a guy we'll call James. James works for a real estate company and he sells homes. James says that his boss treats the female real estate agents far better and more favorably if they sleep with him or at least flirt with him a little bit. He says that attractive female real estate agents tend to make the most deals if they're in a relationship, and if they're not dating someone, then they're probably miserable, the boss says, and that's going to make them less effective as salespeople. So this is his motivational technique. Attempting to sleep with his female employees is his managerial motivational technique for increasing their productivity. Really? Okay. Everybody at work can see what's going on, but they don't want to leave until they have another job lined up. What advice can you give us? Well, we don't give legal advice, but I can tell you what others have done. In those circumstances, other people have gone to see a labor lawyer to get their advice. On the surface, this sounds like a sexual harassment case to me. The fact that anyone in this day and age would still be trying to have sex with an employee is amazing to me. You may as well just stick a grenade in your shorts and detonate that, rather than face the wrath of a sexual harassment suit. If your creepy boss is also married, then now he has double jeopardy. One from the filing of a sexual harassment suit, and the other problem is, what if his wife finds out and she divorces him? Then he'll get hit really hard financially by the lawsuit. This boss sounds painfully stupid, and he also sounds like a guy who is consciously and unconsciously trying to destroy his life and bankrupt himself. The next story is about a woman we're going to call Noelle. Noelle tells us that she is a bookkeeper at work and that she recently discovered that her boss appears to be cooking the books and stealing from the company. She says that it looks like he's stolen millions of dollars. What should she do, she asks? Well, it sounds like she needs to do a couple of things. First of all, she should consult with a lawyer to discuss the possibility of filing a whistleblower suit against the boss and the company. The thing about whistleblower suits is that in some cases, the whistleblower can receive up to 10% of the money that is recouped. You want to do this in a way that will prevent you from being legally implicated in everything that's been going on. If you go to the authorities to report this, then the lawyer should make sure that you have an immunity deal that protects you from any prosecution or liability. Some employees even go so far as wearing a recording device to capture additional evidence or to strengthen their case. But once again, you should make sure to discuss this with your lawyer before you pull the trigger on anything. The last story we have is about an employee named Wayne. Wayne says that his boss is demanding that he work a lot of uncompensated overtime, and the boss just refuses to pay anybody for doing this. If people refuse to work those unpaid overtime schedules, then he threatens to fire them. He also likes to call people when they're at home at night and they spend a lot of time talking about work stuff. Everybody hates him for it. What should they do? Well, the rules are different in different states, so you should figure out what the labor laws governing your state are. You can go on Google and maybe even talk to a labor lawyer. After you talk to the lawyer, you should then gather with a group of similarly minded coworkers of yours and then decide what your options are. Remember, to listen to that lawyer, then discuss your options. Keep it professional, keep it unemotional, and keep a clear head about all of this. This is not a problem you should be solving with emotions. Remember something else. There's always more strength in numbers. The crazier your boss gets, the more negotiating power you'll have if you form a group of employees to deal with this. Companies are having a really hard time finding or replacing employees now, so try and use that to your advantage. I want to thank you for watching and tell you that we're going to have more great celebrity interviews and more breaking news stories coming up in the future, so we encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free and click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Thank you, and we shall talk to you soon. Bye-bye.